Good morning, South Hancock parents and families. This is Miss Howe, principal here at South Hancock Elementary. And as all of you are aware, these are kind of the new part of our attire since March. And as many of you are aware, we're getting ready to transition to an A-B schedule here at Hancock County Public Schools, which includes South Hancock Elementary. So we want to give our parents and families and our students an idea of what it's going to be like when they return to school. Everyone has been working at this point, up to this point, on remote learning from home, and we've used our Google platform in Google Classrooms to do that. The district has provided us with lots of iPads and Chromebooks for some of the older kids to be able to use the Google Classroom at home and to be able to move forward in their instruction. But now with the AB schedule, we're going to be able to start transitioning students into school 2 days a week. So with the AB schedule, we will have our A students that will attend school on Monday and Tuesday, and our B students will attend school on Wednesday and Thursday. If you are not attending school on those 2 days, the other 3 days will be days for virtual learning. So our Monday, Tuesday students, our A students, will have virtual learning Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Our B students, which are our Wednesday, Thursday students, will have virtual learning on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So as you can see, Friday is a virtual learning day for everyone. There will not be students in the school on Friday. Our teachers have worked very hard to continue the remote or virtual learning for our students and planning for that for the days that they are not in school. But we're very excited to be able to have the opportunity to have students in school and to get back into some in-class instruction. But as you know, with that comes some changes to make sure that we're abiding by the health and safety guidelines that have been put forth for us from the state and from the district. And we are following closely in line with the health department to ensure that we're following the correct health and safety guidelines and that we're doing the best we can to protect the health and safety of all of our students and staff. So in this video, you're going to see some changes that we've had to make to ensure that we are doing our best to stay in line with those while still providing a quality education for your students in a safe environment. And we want to have a fun learning environment. So we're going to do everything we can along with those perimeters that we can do that. So I hope that this video helps you guys see what the learning environment will look like when we get ready to start the AB rotation on September 28th. And we'll have a week that's kind of a soft opening to see what revisions we need to make here at school to make sure everything's going as smooth as possible before we leave for fall break at the end of that week. So if you have any questions or concerns as we get ready to make this transition, as always, feel free to please call the school or call the board office. I would love to talk to you guys and answer any questions that you have as we get ready to make this transition. Thank you. All students will be required to wear a mask when they come to school from the time they board the bus to the time they leave. As you can see here, students will have their temperature checked as they exit the bus. If a student has a temperature of 100.4 or higher, they will enter the school and they will be placed in an isolation room where they can be watched by a staff member until someone is able to come pick them up. When students are seated on the bus driver has already pre-selected seats that are socially distanced for each student to sit at until they arrive at school. Students arriving in car rider line will also have their temperature taken before they enter. Once students enter the building, they will be able to follow directional arrows and specifically place stickers that allow the students to see how they can socially distance 6 feet apart even when walking through the hallways or standing in line. When students arrive, they will walk directly to their classrooms. Once in their classrooms, their teachers will have a schedule to where they will be able to enter the cafeteria and they will be able to grab their breakfast and eat breakfast in the classrooms. Even in the cafeteria, the pathways have been divided by directional access so they can enter and leave without crossing. In the classroom, desks are sectioned 6 feet apart, so staff and students will be spaced appropriately. Teachers and staff will wear masks just the same as students during the day. Students will be able to attend specials as well as the playground. While on the playground, students do not have to wear a mask if they are able to socially distance 6 feet apart while they are outside. When students attend lunch, we will place them 6 feet apart. They will enter the cafeteria with their mask on, but once they sit down to eat, they will be able to take their mask off. At the end of the day, we will dismiss students by grade level. Car rider students will come to the gym and will be able to sit 6 feet apart until their parent or guardian comes to pick them up. When visitors arrive at school, they will notice the same as last year. They are required to buzz in using the buzzer on the wall, and staff will greet them over the intercom. So South families, I hope that this video has been helpful for all of you to see how our policies and procedures have changed here at South to abide by the health and safety guidelines that has been put before us as we prepare to welcome our students back in here on an AB rotation starting September 28th. We can't wait to see our students walk through these doors even at 2 days a week, to be able to have them in class, to hear their questions, to hear their concerns, to get them on a schedule. It's going to be great, and I'm glad we have this opportunity to transition as we continue to look forward to one day being able to be in class 5 days a week. We feel like this is a good opportunity for us to assess the procedures that we have in place, to make sure that there's not anything that we've missed, and if we need to make any revisions, we'll be sure to do that. As anything new comes up, we want to make sure that we stay in communication with our families and our community, and we will try our best to keep everyone in the know as soon as we receive information. We do want to let our families know that you can expect a phone call from a South staff member on September 22nd and 23rd, which is next Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're going to ask 3 questions. We're going to ask you if it is still your intention to send your child to school on the AB rotation, or if you choose to stay all remote, where your child will be completing their remote learning at home. We will also ask, our second question will be what transportation your child will have for school, if they will be a car rider or if they will need bus transportation. And the third question will be if you need after-school services on the days that your child is here at school, whether it is on the A days, which is Monday and Tuesday, or the B days, which is Wednesday and Thursday. So I wanted to let you know what those questions will be so you can think about that before you receive your phone call on Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, we are so looking forward to having students back in our building, and we're glad that we have this opportunity to welcome them back and to keep moving forward in their education. And if you have any questions about any of the things that we've talked about, please feel free to call me. I'm sure there's going to be questions that's going to come up, and we intend on doing some more videos and sending out some more information as we get that together to our families. Also, families, you may have noticed that you saw Carrie Smith, our registered nurse that's here at school, in the video. She is our registered nurse that's with us this year, and she's doing a fantastic job working with the health department and district officials to be sure that we're following all the protocols that we need to follow to provide a safe environment. And the health department and district officials have help us to design a great health program here for any kind of minor cases to major cases that we might encounter at the school. In other words, anything from Band-Aid procedures to, the event that we may have someone that would test positive for COVID here at school. So they have created a health tree or flow chart that allows us to see what steps are going to be taken in the classroom and here at school if something like that should happen. And this flow chart can be found on the district website, and it's what our teachers and staff are going to use for any type of incident that might happen in here at school. One of the procedures includes using an isolation room, which you may have seen there toward the end of the video. And that's going to be used in the event that a student or staff member becomes ill with COVID-19 symptoms here at school. They would go to that isolation room until they are able to go home, until someone's able to pick them up and take them home. Again, our registered nurse has worked closely with the health department and district personnel to make sure that we have everything in place. You may have noticed there was a cart with lots of personal protection equipment, including gowns, face shields, masks, gloves, things like that we may need if someone became severely ill. So I wanted to make sure our family saw what that looked like and know that we do have something like that available in the event that something like that should happen here at school. Lastly, parents and guardians, we do want to remind everybody that we have had to change our policies and procedures for visitors in the building. If a parent or guardian needs to meet with a teacher or staff member, we do ask that you call ahead and schedule a time to meet with a parent or with a teacher or staff member, and we will try to accommodate you the best that we can. At this time, we are not going to hold any large assemblies here at school, and we won't be taking visitors at this time to eat breakfast or lunch with students, just to better protect the health and safety of all of our students in the building. When things change down the road, we'll be sure to let you know. And we know that our community and our families are such a big part of this school, and your support is so important. So I do appreciate your patience and understanding as we work through this year and work through making sure that we are providing that safe and healthy environment for our students and staff. Again, we're so excited to be able to see students in here starting September 28th. On the A-B rotation, and we look forward to seeing them move forward in their education here in the classroom as well as in the remote learning, and we will strive to continue to provide a great education for our students, whether they are here on the A-B rotation or they're at home on full virtual learning. And as always, please remember to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. And thank you again for all of your support.